Hello, children. Today I'm going to tell you the story of Dansel and Gretelsaur. So let's go. Once before time, there were two young dinosaurs named Dansel and Gretelsaur. Dansel loved the slide and Gretelsaur loved the swing. Dansel loved to paint and Gretelsaur loved to sing. La 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 la. The one thing they both loved was berries. They ate them in the morning, at noon, every time, and also at night. Berries was their favorite snack. One day, their mother wanted to bake a berry pie, but their berry tree was bare. Dansel and Gretel saw, their mother cried. You ate all of the berries. She sent them into the forest to pick some more. Dansel and Gretelsaur set off. They dropped a trail of seeds behind them so they could find their way home. The two dinosaurs looked and looked, but they could not find any berry. When they turned to go back home, they saw a giant dragonfly following them. It had eaten all of the seeds. The trail was all gone. Dansel and Gretelsaur looked around. Nothing looked familiar in the deep, dark forest. Oh no, they were lost. The dinosaurs wandered for a long time. They were tired and hungry. And then they smelled something sweet. They followed the scent until they came to a cottage. It was carved in berries, all covered with berries. Dansel and Gretelsaur were so hungry that they began to munch the berries right off the house. They ate and ate until the house was bare and their bellies were full. Suddenly, they heard a loud roar. Oh! Dansel and Gretelsaur ran and hid behind a bush. They peered out to see who was there. All they could see was a large shadow. It is as tall as a house, whispered Dansel. It has 3 legs, said Gretelsaur. It is a monster, the dinosaurs cried together. They were terrified. The monster stomped towards the house. Click, clack, click, clack. What is it doing? Dansel asked nervously. Gretelsaur tried to get a better look. She tripped on a rock and fell into the bush. Shh. The monster turned when it heard the noise. Who is there? It roared. Click, clack, click, clack. They heard the monster come closer. Click, clack, and closer, until at last it stood towering over the bush. The monster pushed the branches away. When they looked up, they saw an old dinosaur smiling down at them. She was not as big as a house. She did not have 3 legs, and she was not scary at all. Hello there, she said sweetly. My name is Rizo. Dansel and Gretelsaur slowly stood up and said hello. Why were you hiding? Rizo asked. We ate the berries on your home, Dansel said. We were hungry, said Gretelsaur, but they were not ours to eat. We are really sorry, they said. Rizo could see that they felt bad. That is true, she said. Luckily, I have lots more. She led them to the garden behind her house. Dansel and Gretelsaur were amazed. The garden was full of berry trees. Rizo loved berries just as much as they did. I am happy to share, she said. All you have to do is ask. Rizo looked at her house. Her berry decorations were ruined. Dansel and Gretelsaur got straight to work, hanging more berries. When they were done, Rizo gave them a basket of berries and some berry seeds to take home to their mother. She also gave them a map of the forest so they could find their way home. You can use this to visit me again too, she said. Dansel and Gretelsaur thanked Rizo and waved goodbye. They promised to come back soon with a yummy berry pie to share. So that was the story. Hope you've enjoyed listening to it, children. Next time, I will be back with a brand new story. Good night.